wanted to touch on a subject that's probably close to my own heart, and basically it is quitting before you succeed. What I find is that a lot of the time we have a tendency to kind of, get as far as we can go and then suddenly stop. And it drives me insane, to be honest, because I suppose I'm kind of a person that kind of takes it to the next level and kind of keeps pushing on through. The brain is a funny thing as well, because it has a tendency to kind of justify you not getting out of bed in the morning, has a tendency to play these mind tricks, which is so that you get trapped in this zone that if you don't do it, then it's okay. But the problem with that is if you never get out of this comfort zone, then you're going to constantly be in a state of flux. Want to take it to the next level and to get to that place that you really and truly desire to get to, then you need to take yourself out of that and into a place that's you're not exactly comfortable with. And the funny thing about that is when you get into that zone, you have a tendency then to look back on where you were originally and go, hey, that wasn't as bad as it seems. But you have something to compare to too. A lot of the times people are put in a position that they're bought into it by corporate life, by organizations, by this money machine that we're involved in society itself, that forces into these kind of norms. But again, you got to ask yourself, what is the norm? What is it that we are really and truly involved in that forces us into this situation? For me, it's about following your passion, and it's hard to do that because you don't really want to be stepping outside of it, because obviously you've got bills, you've got things you need to pay, but if you want something more, if you want something better for your life, then is it really living? You're just part of this machine, this money-making machine. Doesn't give a flying shit about you. They don't care. Nobody cares. You got to go home in the evening time after your 9-to-5 job, and you look around you and you go, yeah, I got a new TV today. I got new stereos. I've got all of these things, but all you're doing is filling that void. You're not actually living at all. Think back when you were a child. What was it you really and truly wanted and desired? How many of us can actually say that we are now doing exactly those things? What happens along the way? It's kind of scary, really, because we find most of the time that we're caught with this whole necessity of compliance and fitting in. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to think back, and I want you to think about the things that you truly, truly would like to do. I want you to think about where you want to see your life, where you want to see your life right now, and where you are right now. Can you see yourself getting out of this? Can you see yourself moving forward into something that you are completely in love with, something that you are passionate about? Maybe you want to be an artist. Maybe you want to be a singer. Maybe you want to be a mechanic. Maybe it's those things that you always wanted to be, but you just didn't get around to doing them. Maybe it's a case of entering a competition. Maybe it's a case of running a marathon. Maybe it's a case of, traveling somewhere that you never thought you were going to travel. How about building that into your life? And how about making something of that, and maybe even making money of that, making that a job, making that your life? Wouldn't that be incredible? Wouldn't that be a way of developing yourself and giving back to people because you are truly passionate about what it is you're doing? So follow your dreams, follow your passions. Do the things that you want to do. Don't be led and said by anyone else. You decide.